What's up, everybody?
Connected.
Hold on a second.
Channel switch.
Okay. Man, that is really freaking annoying.
What's it?
Alright, good. It's really annoying. Alright, how's everyone doing? Okay, good, good. Glad you can hear me. That is good. No. How am I able to see on the new... Does anyone know on the... Never mind. I found it. Never mind. Alright. Hey, what's up, everybody? Yeah, I know that people could hear me. This, for some reason, Twitch is being obnoxious tonight, and it doesn't want to let me pop out chat, which means I have to change around. I mean, it's doable, but it's a pain in the butt. It means I have to change around how I'm handling. Yeah, I had to switch over to the beta also, but it just... The pop-out isn't working, because what happens is I pop it out, I try to type in, and then I can't see who's typing. I can't see myself or anybody else, which obviously is not going to work for something like this. So I had to screen region, so I've actually got the full web page up, and then I had to screen region that, and like, it's a pain. And it also looks stupid, like the chat is all the way to the left, and it looks dumb, and anyway. Annoying. And I'm sure this is what happens. This is the problem when you try to freaking cast on Friday night on Twitch. Where, like, if you're not a League of Legends player, good luck to you. Anywho, what's going on, everybody out there? What's up, G, Lego, Maps, how you doing, man? Whoa, what's up with this spring green nonsense? What's up with this, like, lime green neon business? Can you guys do me a favor, actually? And, if you have the neon green letters, can you change to something else, just because it's going to be very hard for me to see? Who's doing what? You're trying not to roll sevens. That's good. Can people hear me okay? Does the volume and everything sound okay? Me vis-a-vis the music and all? Okay. That's a good question. I think if you go to... See if I know how to do it. Oh god, what? What just happened? What the heck just happened? Why did it do that? What? Alright, hold on. I can't see anything anyone's saying. There we go. Alright, good. I clicked on my name to try to change it, and then all of a sudden it fouled up because I guess if I click on my name in the new beta version, it just takes you back to the original, the default or something, so... That's much better. Look at that nice forest green from G, and that nice relaxed blue from Maps. That's good stuff. Alright. Alright, fresh off your victory from Sorcery. Yeah, I know, I thought so. And Maps usually comes in with like a robin's egg blue, as I recall. Kind of a lighter blue. But this dark blue works. Oh, I see. Gotcha. Well, fresh off your victory, we're going to be starting a new set today. And I will explain what the system's going to be. Yeah, you got a lot of stuff to do. You got to come up with new stamina and skill. You got to come up with new stuff all the way around. And there's a few adjustments in the new because of the setup here. It's a little bit different than what we have before. A little different. Not a lot. Mostly the same. You're still using skill, stamina, and luck. And you still got initial skill and regular skill. And you've still got testing luck in combat and all that kind of stuff. But there's a couple of other differences, so. Ice, blaze, rock, scissors, burn, sticks, and stones. Hey, it worked, though. Oh, yeah, Lego? Oh yeah, how's that going? How's the Kindle edition going? You know, I tried to download it, and it only works if you actually have a Kindle, and I don't. I have a Kindle app, but I don't have a Kindle itself, and I'm not going to go buy a Kindle just so I can play it, so that's too bad. They ought to make it accessible on the Kindle apps, too. That's funny. 20 times, I know. And you guys only died like 4 or 5 times in the first 3 books, but that last book was a killer, literally. Twitch is telling me that I should edit my recent broadcast. Really, Twitch? Here's an idea. I'm not going to edit anything that involved whatever nonsense I was doing before. Do you want to edit that monstrosity, whatever the hell that was? It's like YouTube, yeah. They started doing that in the last couple of weeks where they send you something asking if you want to edit, which I think is cool. For the most part, I think Twitch does a very good job. I have no objection to how Twitch handles things. It's just that on occasion, and it seems to be around the weekend when they're getting slammed by, you know, League of Legends and StarCraft 2 esports viewing and stuff like that. Whenever that's happening, everyone else gets slowed down. And I understand that keeps it much cheaper for the rest of the broadcasters like us, but still. Sometimes I'm like, hey, man. No, I remember you telling me, Lego, that luck number is brutal. The skill's bad enough, but it's doable, but that 7 out of 7 luck is... And actually, even the stamina's not great. Yeah. So you roll for skill. In the Kindle app, it does it automatically. What we do is you roll for skill. You roll a 6-sided die, and you add, I believe it's 6 to it. Actually, you guys played as a wizard, so you only added 4 to the number. If you'd been playing as a warrior, you would have added 6 to it. But in this game, in the game we're going to be playing, I think you automatically add 6. Let me confirm that. Yes, 6. And then for stamina, you roll 2 6-sided dice, and you add 12 to that number, and that's your stamina. And then for luck, you roll 1 6-sided die, add 6 to it, and that's your luck number. So. Yeah. 1. What do you mean, Lego? What do you mean you had the option to put points on other stats? What do you mean? Oh, very cool, G. Actually, when we get started, when we get enough people in, I'm going to explain a couple of cool new ideas that I've been talking with Satobo and Netawin about that I think is going to up the ante on this. I'm actually pretty excited about the possibilities, so. Although not if I can't get goddamn pop-out chat to work, which I thought would be pretty standard. I'm hoping it's just a, you know, tonight-only thing. Yeah. Oh, so it allows you to kind of take points from one and go to the other. I see. That's kind of D&D style. That makes sense. That makes sense. Hey, what's up, Laporce? No, my friend, you are OP. But thank you. Laporce, I saw the Satobo showed me the Chupacabra video last night. It's pretty funny. Yeah. Yep. That's the way they handle it in D&D also. Manu, what's up, man? Good to see you. Swift Rage, I don't know what that other one is, and then the Flip Table. Man, I gotta get up on my Twitch faces. I'm still such a purist. I'm still all about the Although I do like... This is my new favorite. I also like the shark one. Which one's the shark one? Is that it? What the hell? It's like Vel something. Velup? Vebit? Yeah, well, I'm not particularly... well, I don't hate Twitch. I'm just annoyed at getting this thing set. Hey, it's his own fault. How long was he done? I mean... I think it took us... I want to say it took us like... because I think I started it, I want to say, mid-December. And so it took us about a month. Maybe third week of January, third week of December. Just maybe 5 weeks total to finish. Yeah, Twitch is... I think Twitch is being a pain in the ass for everybody, so... God knows it was for me. That's the one, Manu. How did you do that? I love that shark. How did you do that? Ah. Yay. Volcania. So now these are the ones I know. Ah, I screwed one up, see? There we go. And I also know... There we go. Look at that array. Look at that array of 7 faces. 7 full faces. What's that, Lego? We're waiting for another 4 people to come in, and then I will explain how this new set is working. Really? That's interesting. Yeah, most of those I thought were specific to the chat. Like Lethal Frag has subscriber faces that you can only use in his chat, I think. What the hell? I like the cheese one, actually. Yeah, I think I've seen that Lego. They do, they typically do like Zelda. I mean, they did some Zelda marathons a few times, right? I think. Dressed up as Princess Peach, yeah. Yeah. If I were Mario, I think I would have turned to drink a long time ago, since Princess Peach can't stay rescued for more than like 5 seconds. Seriously, is there a worse security protocol in the world than what's protecting Mushroom Castle or whatever the hell it's called? Is there a worse security protocol in the world? It's not exactly like Bowser is stealthy, and she has literally been captured by Bowser, I think, 15 times. What the F is with the security forces around the castle? Like... Yeah, that's certainly true. Lego, if you think that stuff is weird, you got to go to one of these conferences. You got to go to PAX Prime, PAX East. You got to go to Dragon Con in Atlanta, although be careful if you go there. It's a scary place. Or Comic-Con, which might be even scarier. Or Gen Con, which is fun and not as scary, but still it can be interesting. Or even Origins. Any of those places. Any of those, or Worldcon. Any of those places you will see many such things. You will see lots of weird juxtaposition things. AFK for excuse me. AFK for 2 minutes, guys. I'm just gonna get a glass of water. Be right back. Okay, back. How we doing? How we doing? 3 more people. Hey, Meat, what's up? 3 more people and we will get underway. That's, horrifically disgusting. That's really all I have to say about that. Boy, I don't know, Lego. I mean, you've been playing through this, so you know that this thing is, the problem is that it's gonna, that especially, and this is why I was hoping, that we could get the new system underway that I was going to explain to you. I'm going to tell you what the new system is going to be, but we're not going to be able to do it tonight because it involves Satobo and or Graphite, neither of whom is here right now. But anyway, so I don't know that we're going to get it done tonight, possibly. But remember, part of this is that we're going to be playing for a couple hours, but we're going to be, we have to do the guy's name, we have to figure out his stats, I have to explain some differences in the rules and stuff, so it may take a little bit of time away. Once I explain the rules on this, then once we start doing it, each game book, there'll be some specific rules to each book, but it won't be quite, there won't be as much sort of lead time in each of those cases. I don't even... That's all I could say. Oh, that's obvious. Alright, 3 more people, we will get underway. How's everyone doing on this Friday night? Everyone hanging in there? Good, good, good. Anyone, university starts February 17th? Oh. That's late, isn't it, G? When do you get done? Isn't February 17th late to get started? Oh, so the Super Bowl. Yeah, I'm already back in for my semester. I've already had a full week of class already. No, G's in Brazil. It ends in December. Oh, really? So you just go straight through the summer. So you go February to December. But there's got to be breaks in the middle, right? There's got to be some break somewhere in the middle there. Like a couple of week at least vacation or something somewhere in the middle, yeah. So when does it, like July and August? How long is the break and when does it start? Oh, okay. So winter, so June, July. I gotcha. So June and July are your 2 breaks. Okay. I gotcha. That's not all that different, actually. Yeah, 2.5 months. Ours is longer. My semester will be finished. I'll have my grades turned in, oh gosh, mid-May. So probably by the 3rd week of May, basically my summer will start. And then I'll be back to school the 1st of September. So what is that? June, July, August. So it's about 3.5 months, which is nice. But it's going to be busy because I got a lot of writing to do. I have a busy convention schedule this year. I did last year also, but I'm going to be in Toronto in March for a conference, for a convention. And then I'm going to be, or no, not March, April rather. And then I'm going to be in one, no, is that right? No, I've got one in Seattle, that's right, in March. Then I've got one in Toronto in April. Then I've got one in early June in Columbus, Ohio. Then one in Boston in July. Then one in Indianapolis in August. One in the United Kingdom in England in August. And then I have one... Let me see. No, I'm sorry, that's wrong. San Antonio is in August, and then I have one in England in October. So, super busy. Way busy. More, like a couple extra. Yeah. I don't know. You know, most of the time, I mean, in high school, you know, for high school schooling, basically all the way through, you know, 12th grade, basically it's the 3rd or 4th week of June until, like, the last week of August, usually. But college has always been earlier than that. I mean, also, in fairness... My first day was like the 24th of January, so I mean I go back earlier also, but not that much earlier. I don't know. That's just it's always 14 weeks. Each semester is a 14-week schedule. So 14 weeks in the winter, 14 weeks in the fall, and then that ends the 2012-2013 school year, and then we have summer, and then we get started with the next school year, 2013-14. Oh yeah, Meat. Where is that? Where do you live again? Oh yeah. How close could you get up to Chicago? Could you commute to Chicago if you needed to? I'm trying to think of how far Joliet is from Chicago. Yeah, no, I know. But I was trying to think of how close it was to Chicago. Yeah, for high school in New York, I think it's like the third week of June until about the 21st of August, roughly speaking. But I teach in college, so for the university level, it's usually 14 weeks each semester. So it's like the first week of September until about the second or third week of December. And then we have a break, which is about a month long, maybe about 5 weeks. And then we start the third week of January, and we go until the second or, you know, almost the third week of May, basically. And then there's a break, there's a week-long break in there, and there's a couple of other little breaks for Easter and stuff, so. Oh, I got you, Meat. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I can understand that. Doesn't it impair learning? No, I don't think so. Actually, I think the opposite. I think that this, personally, I believe that this mania for getting kids in school longer and longer and longer. I mean, when I was in school, when I was going to high school, which was back in the 90s, or I should say the late 80s, I graduated high school in, heaven help me, 1990. But when I was going, you know, we started after Labor Day, like the first day after Labor Day, and then we basically went with a couple of breaks here and there. We went until June, and it was usually like the second week of June, depending on snow days. Now, the kids are starting like the third week of August, and they're staying until like the third week of June, sometimes the last week of June. And extra time does not help. It's not more time. It's better use of the time that we have. And actually, what you find is that students actually work better when they have longer class periods and then they have more consistent breaks. So what I would do is, if you have kids working for like, instead of the 45-minute class period, which means basically 35 minutes because you get 5 minutes at the beginning to get everyone settled down, and then 5 minutes before the bell rings, everyone kind of gets, you know, starts moving and bustling around and stuff. I would have them do what they do more in college now, which is where you have like an hour and 25-minute period. That's so much better because you have more time, you can stay focused, everyone can kind of get into something. And then if you did that, like say 3 days a week, so if you had Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you had English or whatever, Monday, Wednesday, Friday for an hour and 25 minutes each one of those days, and then Tuesday and Thursday in that slot, you put like, I don't know, you know, you studied French or Spanish or something else like that, and then you had same thing for like math and science, and you alternated in those ways. I think you'd find that it would be much better in terms of overall outcomes. But I feel like a lot of people are just like, let's just have them go to school for longer, and it's not the length of time that matters. It's the quality of how you use it, I think, in my opinion. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, that can work too. Sure, Maps. Absolutely, yeah. That can definitely work. I'm with you on that. But in the States, there's like a big thing about trying to push push this longer and longer. There's some people who want to do like a year-round school year, and I just think that's a big mistake. I teach 3 classes Lego. I teach 3 in the fall and 3 in the spring. So right now I'm teaching my freshman literature class, which is like a kind of a global lit survey. I'm teaching creative writing, and I'm teaching fantasy fiction. And in the fall, I will teach the global lit class, because I teach a section of that every semester. And I'll teach science fiction, and I will teach Shakespeare in the fall. So I get science fiction in the fall, fantasy in the spring, and I get Shakespeare or revenge tragedy in the fall, and then I always do creative writing in the spring. So that's what I do. We'll wait another minute, guys, and then we'll get started, even if I don't have 15, because I want to make sure we get underway. So. You think so, Lego? I may, depending on the class. 6 to 10 hours, let me see. Is that right? It's actually Maps, in terms of per week. Hey, Fester, what's up? Good to see you. In terms of overall, it actually works out to about 3 hours of actual class time per week, Maps, per class. So one class is an hour and 25 minutes on Mondays, an hour and 25 minutes on Thursdays. I have a night class that runs for 3 hours, but that only meets once a week. But that's the usual college model. Usually in college you don't meet for as much time, but that's because the kids usually have as much or as more classes as they do in high school. And also the work that you're doing is typically more intensive, so they have a lot more reading. Like in my fantasy class, we're reading a book a week. So that's a lot of reading to get done. No, per week. Yeah, Twitch is being a pain, meat. As is standard. Yep. It was actually funny. I mentioned that book a week thing, and I was waiting, and I actually had, I think I had 19 or 20 people signed up for my fantasy night class, which is a good amount for a night class. Usually night classes are about 12 or 13, like university-wide, and it was about 19 or 20. And I was expecting, when I mentioned the book a week, I'm always interested to see how many people will drop the class, and I only had one person drop it. So everyone else is going to stay in, so. Oh, thanks, Vestra. That's funny. Maps, what do you do, Maps? Are you a teacher? And did I know that and forget it? In which case, I'm sorry. Well, you know, Meat, a lot of it, honestly, is just, is working on it, actually. It's practice. And by practice, I don't mean, like, exercises. I mean, the more that you read books that you enjoy, the more you'll find that your reading pace will typically pick up. I happen to be a very fast reader naturally, which is... My dad was an English professor and my mother was a teacher, so I kind of got lucky in that regard because they were always reading to me when I was a kid. But even people who aren't necessarily natural readers, over time, if they're reading stuff that they enjoy, they'll find that their pace can pick up. It's doable. Plus, also, the books that I'm reading are short books. I make sure that in fact, there's some books that I can't teach because they're just too long, so that's why. So anyway, yeah, Maps, what do you do? And again, I'm sorry if you told me this before and I don't remember. Oh, okay. So you do a kind of sort of psychological therapy and or social work type of thing? Ish. Sort of, yeah. I got you. That's cool. That's cool, Meat. Absolutely. Hey, as long as you're consistently reading, honestly, the amount and the pace that you read is not that big a deal. You alright, Polar?
Yeah, sorry.
That's okay.
Just playing a game of League and I died unexpectedly.
Those bastards. Alright, well... Well, no, of course not. Ish. All right, let us get underway. Let us get started here because I need to explain the rules and stuff. So, you all remember that you have succeeded in your initial quest. You defeated Sorcery, and that's great. And so, since this worked out really well, I went through, and you'll all be happy to know that I went into my garage and rummaged through some books that I had brought down from my mother's house. These are books that I'm going to have to rummage through eventually anyway, but I wasn't planning to do it over the last week. But I did because of how much I love all of you. And I tracked down all my old Fighting Fantasy game books. Now, the Fighting Fantasy books are basically the same kinds of books as the Sorcery books. In fact, most of them are written by either Ian Livingstone or Steve Jackson. Steve Jackson's the guy who wrote the Sorcery series that I ran you guys through first. So, the good thing about the Fighting Fantasy books is, in some ways, they're a little simpler than the Sorcery books, but the good news is that there's a lot of variety. So each book has its own kind of feel. A lot of them are oriented towards fantasy, but they're in different areas of fantasy. Like one takes place in a swamp, one takes place in a city, one takes place in, a castle. Some of them are horror themed. So there's sort of like Survive the House of Horror type of thing. Some of them are space themed. So there's like 3 or 4 space adventures. There's even a couple of car wars, like Mad Max style. books, so it's pretty cool. And what I didn't realize is that I had all the way through book like 21 and 22, basically like 1989 or 90, something like that, which is at the point that I stopped getting them. But since that time, they're still writing them to this day. So there's like a ton more. So basically, we have lots of material. Like, we're not going to run out of material. And I even have a couple of books from like other series and things like that. There's going to be there's just like a good combination of stuff. Yeah, exactly what Lego just said. So there's a lot of books that are coming out and that have already come out. So I actually ordered the last ones that I didn't own. Not all of them, but like the ones that were sort of... I had all 22, and there were 2 that I was missing that I don't think I ever got, so I ordered those. And the ones after book 22 I'll buy when we get there, but I'm not worried that we're going to be... I don't have to worry that they're going to be impossible to find because there's a lot of them out there. So with that said, this is very similar to Sorcery, but there are some differences. As I said, it's a little bit simpler. The spells are much more based on when you're given the option to use spells. There's no like spell book per se, and it's much more book dependent. So there's some books where you'll have skills or abilities that you won't have in other books. And I was thinking about it today. I was trying to decide whether or not I wanted to make it like one character that you took through every book, or whether we changed characters, but I think I'm inclined, at least at the beginning, to have us roll a different name and a different character for each book, just to give people a different sense of each adventure and to kind of add to that variety. Now, one cool thing that I want to tell you about, we're not doing this tonight, this part of it tonight, but in this area, let me see if I can find it. Well, over in this, is this showing up on the stream, which I can't see? No, I guess not. Well, basically, over in the, oh, maybe. No, I guess you can't see it. Well, anyway, over in the Sorcery area, that section that says the Sorcery Project, I was talking with Satolbo, and I was trying to think about the ability to add some things like illustrations and also maps. And so what Satolbo suggested, which I had not even thought of as a possibility, is using XSplit to add a live stream. And so what we're going to do is Satolbo is going to be streaming simultaneously. Again, not tonight because he's working, but starting next week when we start playing with the ones next week. He will actually be doing a 2-dimensional map. So as I go through and I'm like, you go left, you go right, whatever, he's going to be like computer drawing, because this is his thing. He's going to be drawing a map on screen, and you'll be able to see it. KL Satolbo. You know, the SAT... Here. Yeah, exactly. Hey, Rookie, what's up, man? So Satolbo is going to be, he's going to be doing the maps, and he's going to be doing the maps as we do it. So it's going to be interactive. Like, you'll see the map being drawn on screen, not only on his stream, but also I'm going to have it like linked into our stream as well, which I think is going to be pretty awesome. Like, it didn't even occur to me that he could do that. So Satolbo's a good guy, by the way. Definitely follow him if you haven't already. He goes and he streams DayZ principally, but he'll do other things as well. So yeah, it's going to be pretty awesome. Hey, Satolbo! What's up, man? Speak of the devil. Wait, dude, so I thought you had work. Do you not have work? I thought you had work right now. Oh, okay. Understood. So yeah, so Satolbo's going to be doing that. So yeah, you can, if you just click on... I can't do it because it's going to... Well, maybe I can, actually. No, I can't do it. See? Shoot. Hold on. I got to reload chat. Hold on. Alright, it's back. Yeah, I can't do it, but someone else maybe can put a link in the chat. My Twitch is being a pain in the butt. Yeah, so you should definitely follow him anyway, but so that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing these, he's going to be drawing these 2-dimensional, these maps. That's it, perfect. He's going to be doing these maps as we play, and it's going to be pretty awesome. It's going to be pretty sweet. So definitely follow him, and yeah. So that's what we're going to be doing. I'm pretty pleased about it. All right, so I think that's the only bit of information I wanted to convey to you guys, except that, oddly enough, we actually have what we're doing here, which is the Warlock of Firetop Mountain. That is what we're actually going to be playing. It is book 1 of the Fighting Fantasy series. It's the first one they ever did. And it just happens to be that they did a video game of this, and that's why I was able to post it on Twitch, which is not what's going to normally do. So, but anyway, so we have a few things we have to do. First of all, we've got to come up with a character name. Then we got to roll statistics. I have to explain a couple differences, and then we'll get underway. It's 11:30. We will play until about 1:15 or so, and then I will be getting off and going over to Catastream and or doing some work. So. That's the idea. Yeah, exactly. Basically, the Kindle app, exactly, is what he's going to be doing. So, but it'll be superior because it's Satobo. So Satobo will be doing perfect, like Picasso quality. You'll be watching him and just marveling. In fact, you might even forget about the story and you'll just marvel at how good his map making is, because he's like so good that you will just stand back in awe. And right. Huh? It's gonna be like stick figures. Epic stick figures, though. Alright, so here we go. So step 1 here is we need our character's name. So that is the first step right here. We need our character's name. Where am I? Oh, I was looking at the wrong thing. Here we go. So we need his name. And so the question is, what is the name going to be? Let's have some suggestions. Not going to be Ice Blaze Fire Melter. He's retired. The guy is retired. So who we got? Philip Gunbiter. Okay. Ice Blaze, I'm a Faring Malaz, or John. Oh, Cat is short streaming today. That doesn't surprise me, actually. I'm surprised he's even awake. Johnny Crust. Aunt Beth, what's up? Good to see you. Johnny Crust. Rictor, fire-breathing warrior. Caleb, let's see. All right, so I'm gonna condense these. Philip Gunbiter, Johnny Crust, Rictor, Fire-Breathing Warrior, Caleb, Rick the Bruiser, Eric the Irritable, Knuckles the Rainbow Maker. That's not bad. All right. Here's let me put up the options here. That's one. Option 2 is Option 3 is okay. Option 4 is there's your 4. So option 1, Satobo the Great, I'm going to veto, because I don't want to put Satobo under the pressure of having to be the guy going through the adventure when he's also mapping it. So we got Knuckles the Rainbow Maker, we got Johnny Crust, we got Richter the Fire-Breathing Warrior, and Rick the Bruiser. So here you go, guys. What's it going to be? Vote. Cast your vote. Richter the Fire-Breathing Bruiser. Vito the Great. All right, right. Now please cast your vote after Rookie's line there. All right, I got a vote for 2, which is Johnny Crust. Two, 1, 3. Let's see. So we got... so right now we have 2 votes for Knuckles the Rainbow Maker. We've got... let's see. We got 1 vote for Johnny Crust. And we've got 2 votes for Richter the Fire-Breathing Warrior. So right now it's tied. Is there a way, can we combine them? Can we do like Rickdor the Rainbow Maker somehow? Oh no? Okay. Knuckles the Rainbow Maker. Alright. Knuckles the Rainbow Maker. George Washington, the dollar bill says 3. That's funny, Lego. Alright, it looks like it's going to be Knuckles. Here we go. Hey, random cow. Going once. Going twice. Alright. Knuckles the Rainbow Maker. Huzzah! Knuckles the Rainbow Maker. There it is. That's your guy. Alright, very well done. I like it. Okay, so now we need a dice roller. So we need to elect a dice roller. Lego has been it in the past for Sorcery, but this is obviously a new set of adventures, so you guys can elect someone new for the night. So I'll take nominations. Nominations starting now. Nominations for the dice roller. You can nominate yourself if you like. Unless you're Thawkization. No, I'm just kidding. And you can't elect me, but otherwise. Oh, look at this. Lego leaps out to a... See, they're all feeling good about you, Lego, because they're feeling, you know, you beat Sorcery, so you're all like... You know what you're getting with Lego. You're getting a lot of 7s. Oh, sorry, Fester. We already picked the name.
User joined your channel.
Mine was posted like 10 minutes ago, almost.
Sorry, Fester. Yeah, chat has been screwy. I can't even use pop-out chat. I can't see anything when I do, so this whole setup is screwed up. Welcome to the joy of Friday night on Twitch. No, it's not Netawin. It's Festra. All right, looks like we're going with Lego here. Going once. Going twice. All right, congratulations. Lego is the guy. Lego, you are the dice roller. Let me explain a little bit about some of the differences here. First of all, we're going to come up with our scores. So you guys remember the way this works. Here, you don't have a choice between being a warrior and a wizard. You pretty much, for this book anyway, are a warrior. So you're going to be doing that as well. Yeah, I agree. I know, right? But you're going to be doing skill, stamina, and luck as usual. So the way that skill works is you're going to roll one 6-sided die, and you're going to add 6 to that number. So go ahead and roll that 6-sided die, Lego, for your skill. And remember, this is the thing you guys had to fight against all of the last adventures, so make it possible as well. No, random, I did pop out chat, and I've been able to do it all the time. I did it last night or 2 nights ago, and it just doesn't... I'm not able to see it properly, so there's something screwy going on. I tried it with different browsers. I restarted my computer, so there's something on Twitch's side that's not working. Yeah, it's okay for tonight. All right, Lego, let's make it happen. I see you now, Festra. If you guys are having trouble, try to refresh if you're having trouble with chat. Well, I will give... Yeah, just roll the 6-sided die and we'll add 6 to it. So roll that 6-sided die and let me know what number you come up with.
Wow, the delay.
Yeah. Wow, check you out. You have a skill of 12... Oh, sorry, initial. Your skill is 12. All right. That is a serious skill. So you guys are like mega skilled. That's impressive. All right. You finally have skill. It finally happened. Victory. All right. Okay. So that's great. That's a great number, obviously. It's the best you could do. So well done on that. Okay. Next score is the stamina box. For this one, you're going to roll 2 6-sided dice, and then I'm going to add 12 to that number. So for this one, you're going to roll 2 6-sided dice, and then we're going to add 12 to it for your stamina.
And there one more pops up.
Yeah, I see your one that popped up.
Yeah, it's like ages ago I
Yep.
posted that one.
Yep. Yep, Twitch being Twitch. Nice. All right, you have 22 stamina. Wow, you're on fire. In before you get a 1 on the luck roll. All right, you have 22 opening stamina. Boy, sorcery would have been so much easier if you guys had had these starting numbers. All right. Okay, and then the last thing is you're going to roll 1 6-sided die again, and you're going to add 6 to it for your luck. I know. Luck is for the weak, right?
We don't need luck. We have pure skill.
Pure skill. Do. Uh-oh. I don't like that sound. Did the law of averages run out?
Probably rolled one.
Not a good sign. You're going to tell me you rolled a 0 somehow on a 6 die.
Is that it? No, no, no.
There we go. All right, what'd you get, man? 2. Well, you know, I mean, that's not great, but still, though, with these numbers, hopefully you won't need the luck as much, so I can't really complain given that skill and everything else. All right. Okay, well done for the most part. All right, now, let me just give you one comment about combat before I forget, and that is that one option that you didn't have in Sorcery, but you will have with these books. There will be some cases where you will have the opportunity to escape a combat. And if it gives you the chance, you'll be given a chance, and I'll let you know that you can escape a combat. If you escape, you're able to run away automatically, but you automatically lose 2 stamina points. The creature pretty much gets a wound in on you as you run away. That's the price of cowardice. So you will be able to escape in some combats. Not all of them, but sometimes you'll be able to escape a combat that you're fighting. So just letting you know that is an option. Testing luck works the same way as far as increasing luck or, you know, mitigating damage to you. However, in combat, when you test luck, I wanted to point out that in combat, when you test luck, if you do more damage when you test luck, if you're lucky, you actually do 2 more points of damage to the creature instead of just 1. So that's an extra bonus that, you know, from the Sorcery series. However, you guys don't have your little handy Talisman of Luck anymore, and so every time you test luck, whether you're lucky or unlucky, this number is going to drop by 1. So keep that in mind. Okay. Let's see. I think Fester's trying to test how fast his chat is going. Let's see. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Restoring skill. Blah, 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 blah. Right. Okay. Good. All right. Now we get to equipment. Let's see. I want to double check and see if you have any gold. I don't think you have any gold to start. Let me make sure if that's true. I don't think you have any gold to begin with. No, you do not. Okay. You do have a few things, however. You have sword.
The Staff of Nothingness.
That you do not have. You have leather armor. Hey, Zalfire. Stick around. The chat will explain what this is. Let's see. You have leather armor. You have a backpack.
Spell. No more.
Which is allowed to, which allows you to carry it. And you have a lantern. And you have something else. Now, check out how many provisions you have. In this game, in this version, you have... Is the backpack sexy? What's up, lowercase? Welcome into the stream. Well, I hope so. I mean, one would hope so. Yeah, welcome in, Zalfire. This is, we're actually running through the Fighting Fantasy game books is what we're doing here. We did the Sorcery series first. The guys just won that a couple days ago, so we're starting the Fighting Fantasy game books themselves. So you have 10 provisions. That's right, 10. And when you're given the opportunity, the provisions don't work quite the same way as they did in Sorcery. You don't necessarily have to eat one provision a day. You can eat multiple provisions in a day. When you eat a provision, you gain 4 stamina points back. So every provision gets you 4 stamina points back. And you're able to eat provisions when the book gives you the option. So you can't just randomly eat it. When given the choice, you can have a provision and you can get 4 stamina points back. So yeah. Oh, cool, cool. Well, welcome in, lowercase. Well, anyone who's the brother of Meat Bomb is a friend of ours. So welcome in. Good to see you. So you've got those 10 provisions. And then the last thing that you have is and this is something you guys are going to have to vote on, you have 1 bottle of a magical potion which will aid you on your quest. You can choose one of the following. You can either bring with you a potion of skill, which will restore your skill to its initial level. So if you lose skill for any reason and you drink that potion of skill, it'll pop you up to this initial level. Remember, you can never go above the initial number down here unless you get like weapons or armor or something like that. So if you have a potion of skill and you've lost skill, drinking that potion of skill will bring you up to the initial level. Or you could choose a potion of strength. Potion of strength is basically healing. A potion of strength will bring you up to that initial level as well. And then the last potion which you could choose, and you guys will want to seriously consider this, a potion of fortune. Now, a potion of fortune does 2 things. Not only does it restore your luck, it will also add a point to your initial luck first. So when you drink the potion of fortune, you will gain 1 to your initial luck, so you'd go up to 9, and then your luck points would go all the way up to that new initial number. So you guys can choose. You can either take the potion of skill, the potion of strength, or the potion of fortune. So now you guys get a chance to vote for it. Number 1 is potion of skill, number 2 is strength, number 3 is fortune. Which one do you guys want to take?
Fortune.
Fortune. Fortune. I have 1 for fortune, fortune, fortune. I thought people were going to be happy with fortune. I got 1 for skill. Yeah, Rookie, what's up? What's your question? Yeah, I got him. What's up, Rookie? Okay. What is that question? Yes.
What's the man type?
Yeah, Rookie, you better ask it again, because I don't see... Oh, there we go. Are there a lot of ways to lose skill? I'll add that lowercase. How do I answer that? Yes, I mean, there are a lot of ways... Yes, there are a lot of ways to lose skill. There are a lot of ways to lose everything, though. I mean, I would say that it probably is a little bit more likely to lose skill than sorcery, but not a lot more likely. Like, it's not like every room you walk into you could lose skill. But it's definitely a little bit more prevalent than it was in sorcery. That's what I'd say. No, I would not say it's an equal chance with everything. I don't know, probably the one that you're most likely to lose throughout the adventure is stamina, because these are health points which you lose from combat and like a bunch of things happen. So in all likelihood, the one you're most likely to lose is stamina, but you also have provisions which can heal that. The thing that you lose that seems to be most important on this basis is probably luck. On the other hand, you may decide that you don't want to fool around with this 12 skill, and if you lose anything, you want to get that skill potion back. By the way, you may find other things in the adventure that will restore some of these numbers as well. This is just the thing that you're taking with you to begin with. So, yeah, I mean, the one thing about the Potion of Fortune is that OP part to me is getting the +1 to luck and then gaining it. So, there's that as well. Yes, Lego, much shorter. Much shorter, yeah. Fortune is, it adds exactly what G said. +1 to max luck, and then it restores luck. So, 1 to initial. Hey, Mojo, what's up, man? Yes, that's true. Sometimes luck can. Luck is often useful in the adventure, like you avoid a saw blade that's being thrown at your head, or like you find something you're looking for. But luck is also useful within combat situations. And every time you test luck, you lose a point of luck here. So basically there's that as well. So, tough call. But it looks like most people are moving towards... It looks like people are... I got 1 vote for stamina, 1 vote for skill, but it looks like most people are going towards fortune. Yeah, exactly, Zelf. Yeah, very much like a saving throw. And by the way, this is a lot like D&D, which is probably my favorite game, but the game books are have much fewer options. The options are much fewer than you have in D&D, just so you know. Luck is bad for you. Yeah, I got you, rookie. Alright, it looks like it's going to be Potion of Fortune. Going once. Twice. Alright. Alright, Potion of Fortune. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, that's all that you guys have to start with. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Now, I will warn you guys... well, that's certainly true, Zalfire. That's very true. Okay, now, the one thing I'm going to let you guys know... it would be helpful, since we don't have Satobo doing the mapping tonight, because the poor guy's getting some sleep, because he just got back from 13 hours of work or whatever. Since we don't have him doing the mapping tonight, I'm going to recommend that one of you folks, just on paper or something, or a few of you can if you like, try to keep track of where you're going by drawing like a simple map. And I'm not saying using graph paper and, you know, but I mean, you don't have to do something crazy. But I would just recommend it only because the place you're going into has a lot of like... I wouldn't call it a maze, but there's like lots of different places that you can go. And so, you know, you're going to want to try to keep track of where you are, at least roughly. So, just letting you know. And by the way, your current deaths total? 0. No deaths as of yet. That's cool, G. Absolutely. Absolutely, yeah. The only thing, G, is I'll give you sort of the basics, but the only thing is, I'm not saying you would do this, but I was going to say this to anybody who wanted to be mapping. I don't want it to get bogged down in the mapping. I don't want us to spend lots of time in the chat being like, wait, did you say 3 squares north or 5 squares east, you know? So we're just going to talk in sort of general terms, okay? All right. Oh, and Lego, you are honor bound, sir, to avoid giving people information that you have about, like, you know, since you've been playing through this a little bit. You understand what I mean? Try to restrict your knowledge if you can, if you follow what I mean. Okay. All right. Well, is everybody ready to go with Knuckles the Rainbow Maker? You guys ready? Spreadsheet up and ready. I like the way you think. All right. Punch it, Chewie. Okay. So here we go. We are playing the Warlock of Firetop Mountain. As I said, it is the first fighting fantasy book that was ever done. And we begin with this. Oh, by the way, let me see. What can I do? I will give you guys a bonus of 2 gold pieces if you can tell me in the next 15 seconds what this soundtrack is from. I usually do this at the beginning of every stream of Sorcery. So if you can tell me what soundtrack this is, it's a soundtrack to a game. If you can tell me what game this is the soundtrack to in the next 15 seconds, starting now, I'll give you 2 gold. Five seconds left. 4. Not a bad guess. 3. 2. 1. Burn. Not bad. Not a bad guess, Sapphire. It was actually The Legend of Dragoon. The Legend of Dragoon. So not a bad guess. Yeah, Legend of Dragoon. Close, not bad. Legend of Glai was pretty decent, but Legend of Dragoon. Yep. Good stuff. All right. Anyway, it was only 2 gold. That wasn't really a big deal. Okay, here we go. Rumors. Only a foolhardy adventurer would embark upon such a perilous quest without first finding out as much as possible about the mountain and its treasures. Before your arrival at the foot of Firetop Mountain, you spent several days with the townsfolk of a local village some 2 days' journey from the base. Being a likable sort of person, you found it easy to get on with the local peasants. Although they had many stories about the mysterious Warlock sanctuary, told many stories, you could not feel sure that all, or indeed any, of these were based on fact. The villagers had seen many adventurers pass through on their way to the mountain, but very few ever returned. The journey ahead was extremely dangerous, that you knew for certain. Of those who returned to the village, none contemplated going back to Firetop Mountain. There seemed to be some truth in the rumor that the Warlock's treasure was stored in a magnificent chest with 2 locks, and the keys to these locks were guarded by various creatures within the dungeons. The Warlock himself was a sorcerer of great power. Some described him as old, others as young. Some said his power came from an enchanted deck of cards, others from the silky black gloves that he wore. The entrance to the mountain was guarded by a pack of warty-faced goblins, stupid creatures, fond of their food and drink. Towards the inner chambers, the creatures became much more fearsome. To reach the inner chambers, you would have to cross a river. The ferry service was regular, but the ferryman enjoyed a good barter, so you should save a gold piece for the trip. The locals also encouraged you to keep a good map of your wanderings, for without a map you would end up hopelessly lost within the mountain. When it finally came to your day of leaving, the whole village turned out to wish you a safe journey. Tears came to the eyes of many of the women, young and old alike. You couldn't help wondering whether they were tears of sorrow shed by eyes which would never see you alive again. Zalfire, that's funny. As in, like, Goosebumps style. At last your 2-day hike is over. You unsheathe your sword, lay it on the ground, and sigh with relief as you lower yourself down onto the mossy rocks to sit for a moment's rest. You stretch, rub your eyes, and finally look up at Firetop Mountain. The lamentations of the women. The very mountain itself looks menacing. The steep face in front of you looks to have been savaged by the claws of some gargantuan beast. Sharp rocky crags jut out on unnatural angles. At the top of the mountain you can see the eerie red coloring, probably some strange vegetation, which has given the mountain its name. Perhaps no one will ever know exactly what grows up there, as climbing the peak must surely be impossible. Your quest lies ahead of you. Across the clearing is a dark cave entrance. You pick up your sword, get to your feet, and consider what dangers may lie ahead of you. But with determination, you thrust the sword home into its scabbard and approach the cave. You peer into the gloom to see dark, slimy walls with pools of water on the stone floor in front of you. The air is cold and dank. You light your lantern and step warily into the blackness. Cobwebs brush your face, and you hear the scurrying of tiny feet. Rats, most likely. You set off into the cave. After a few yards, you arrive at a junction. Will you turn west or east? West is 1, east is 2. Immediately a disagreement. West, east. Fester, do me a favor and just type it in chat. Otherwise, I'm going to get confused about the sounds that I got going on. If you wouldn't mind, please. Let's see. 1, 2, 1. Yeah, left hand wall rule. That's funny. 1, 1, 1, 1. Lots of people know the... Alright, looks like people want to go west. Go west, young man. Going once. Going twice. West it is. Looks like you are going to Cali's, Alf. Been outvoted, I'm afraid. There is a right-hand turn to the north in the passage. Cautiously you approach a sentry post on the corner, and as you look in, you can see a strange goblin-like creature in leather armor asleep at his post. You try to tiptoe past him. Test your luck. Alright, so you know the way this works, Lego. You have to roll that 6-sided die. 2 6-sided dice. If you get an 8 or less, you've been lucky. So let's see what Lego gets. Are you kidding me? Did you really roll 7? Are you serious? For those of you who are new, Lego is famous for rolling 7s like a good 75% of the time. Like, that's amazing. Okay, well, so you guys are lucky. Now remember, every time you test your luck, this score goes down by 1, but you were in fact lucky. So, you are lucky. He does not wake up and remains snoring loudly as you pass by. To your left, on the west face of the passage, there is a rough-cut wooden door. You listen at the door and can hear a rasping sound, which may be some sort of creature snoring. Do you want to open the door, or do you wish to press on to the north? So, do you want to open the door, or do you want to keep heading north? Open the door is 1, keep heading north is 2. Open door, open door. Keep on going, open door. Open the door, which is on the west-hand side, so it's on the left side of the passage. A rough-cut wooden door, and you think you hear a creature snoring behind it, possibly. There's like some rasping sound. Or do you want to keep going north? Yeah, so G, it was you took the west passageway, and then you passed the goblin that was guarding the area, and then you found a place where there's a door in the west side of that passageway. So there's a door to your left, or you can keep going north. Forget being safe, I'm already married. That's funny. Alright, so looks like I got open door, open door, open door, open door, open door. Okay. I see you, rookie. Okay, looks like you guys are opening the door. Going once. Going twice. Alright. The door opens to reveal a small, smelly room. In the center of the room is a rickety wooden table on which stands a lit candle. Underneath the table is a small wooden box. Asleep on a straw mattress in the far corner of the room is a short, stocky creature with an ugly, warty face, the same sort of creature that you found asleep at the sentry post. He must be the guard for the night watch. You may either return to the corridor and press on northwards, or creep into the room and try to take the box without waking the creature. If you want to try to steal the box, you will be testing your luck. So, you guys can either leave and continue north, that'll be option 1, or option 2 is try to steal the box by testing your luck. Okay, I got 1 for return, 1 for take the box. Take the box, take the box. Okay. I got 4 boxes. Okay. Going once. Going twice. Alright. So, Lego, if you would, test your luck, please. Again, 2 6-sided dice, you need a 7 or less. So, this should be set up for you. Okay, Fester, that's cool. Alright, make it happen, Lego. Let's make it rain. By rain, I mean 7. A 5. Okay, sorry, lowercase. Your vote came in a little late, but that is what we're doing anyway. Okay, so you were lucky. Your luck is down to 6 now, but you are lucky, and he does not wake up as you take the box. You leave the room and open the box in the passage. Inside, you find a single piece of gold and a small mouse, which must have been the creature's pet. You keep the coin and release the mouse, which scurries off down the passageway. You gain 2 luck points for this find. Ding ding! Check that out. So you got a gold, you released a mouse, and you got 2 luck points. That was pretty badass. Watch now, actually the mouse turns out to be the Warlock. You're like, damn it! Okay. Further up the passage along the west wall, you see another door. You listen at it, but hear nothing. Do you wish to try opening this next door, or do you want to continue northwards? So you go farther up the passageway, and there's another door on the west wall again. And you don't hear anything when you listen at it. Do you want to go through that door, or do you want to keep going north? So again, door is 1, north is 2. Okay, door, door. Door. I know you guys want to take the goblins out. Now you're feeling cocky. You're like, we got this. Whatever. Door, 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 door. Okay, looks like people want the door, I think. Going once. Going twice. All right. So, door it is. The door opens to reveal a small room with a stone floor and dirty walls. There is a stale smell in the air. In the center of the room is a makeshift wooden cable on which is standing a lit candle. Under the table is another small box. In the far corner of the room is a straw mattress. You may either open the box or leave the room. So there doesn't seem to be anyone in here at the moment. So you can open the box, that's option 1, or 2 is you can leave the room. It has a box. It has another mouse. I know. Right, like the mouse went, grabbed a gold piece, and went up to the box again. Hey, Thok, what's up, man? Looks like everyone wants to deal with a box. We love boxes. Alright. Alright, box it is. The box is light, but something rattles within. You open the lid, and a small snake darts out to bite at your wrist. You must fight the snake. Uh-oh. Snake is like, sss. Alright. Now the good news is that, given your skill, you're going to have a hard time losing to the snake, unless Lego rolls really badly. If Lego rolls badly, then you're in trouble. Okay, now for those of you who are new, the way that the combat works here is... Let me pull up my dice roller. The way that combat works is Lego is going to roll 2 6-sided dice, and you're going to add your skill to that. Then I'm going to roll 2 6-sided dice using this, and I'm going to add it to the snake's skill. So pretty much... Actually, you know what? There's no way you can lose. It just struck me. You can't possibly lose. Because even if he rolls a 12... and he gets... No, that's not true. He could win. That's not true. He could win. But you'd have to roll really poorly for you to do it. So go ahead, Lego. Roll those 2 6-sided dice and add it to your skill total, please. Not a 7. But an 8. All right, 20. Okay, so the snake has to roll a 15 on 2 dice. That should be no problem. Oh, he doesn't quite get there. Yeah, so you pretty much obliterate the snake, which was not surprising. The box has fallen to the ground during your fight with the snake, and out of it has fallen a bronze-colored key with the number 99 carved into it. Bronze key with the number 99 carved into it. You may take this key with you and leave the room. Add 1 luck point. Well, we can't add a luck point because you guys are already maxed, but you see that you've been able to get some luck so far, so that's good. I'm going to just put little dashes here to make sure that we're distinguishing. Alright. We got 99 problems, but a key ain't one. Alright. So, you took down that snake. Well done. Didn't have any problem with that snake at all. Okay. Alright. Further up the passage on the west wall, you see yet another similar door. You listen at the door and grimace to hear the worst singing you have ever heard in your life. Do you want to go into the room to investigate this hideous din? Or walk on up the passageway? So, do you want to investigate the most hideous singing you've ever heard in your life? Or do you want to walk on up the passageway? Singing is 1, passageway is 2. Thok wants to go 1. It's like, I want to check out this badass singing. Singing. It's Beyonce lip syncing. Did you see, though, that Beyonce actually then sang at the Super Bowl, blew everyone away, and then she was, like, at the press conference for the Super Bowl, she blew everyone away, and then she was like, any questions? I think that was a little bit overwrought, that whole, like, oh my god, she lip synced, you know. Bobcat Goldthwait. So he's like, I'm here for you. Bobcat Goldthwait, comic genius. All right. Hideous Din. All right, looks like we're going in. Going once. Going twice. All right. The door opens to reveal a small room. The room is dirty and unkempt. A straw mattress lies in one corner. In the center of the room is a wooden table upon which a candle burns, lighting the room with its flickering flame. A small box rests under the table. Seated around the table are 2 small creatures with warty skin dressed in leather armor. They are drinking some sort of grog, and by the way they stagger to their feet on your arrival, you assume they are very drunk. You may either draw your sword and leap forward at them, or slam the door quickly and run on up the passage. Alright, are you going to leap at the... Yeah, exactly, Maps. Milli Vanilli. Are you going to leap at the drunk goblins? Cut them down? So fight the drunk goblins, or close the door and run. Fight, 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 fight. Yeah, I had a feeling. You guys are like, look at our skill number. Look at them. They're drunk. Exactly. If this were D&D, I'd be like, what are you doing here? I'm the new doppelganger whose job is to protect you. It's that skill, Thok. It's that 12 skill right there. All right. So far, I have agreed with every one of your moves in chat. I think you guys are making some sense here. Okay. They are actually not goblins, it appears, but orcs. The 2 drunken orcs you now face are obviously startled at your entrance, and as quickly as they're able, they fumble around for their weapons. You must attack each one in turn. Their drunkenness allows you to add 1 point to your dice roll when rolling to work out your attack strength during each attack round. Now let me just double check because... Let's see... Oh, you attack each one in turn. Okay. So. It's pretty sad when these guys have the exact same skill as the snake you just fought. I put fought in quotes, honestly. So here you have to fight one at a time. First the first orc, then the second orc. However, these orcs, as you can see, not going to be too much trouble. You can, by the way, you have the option in this battle to escape if you wish. I'm going to be honest, if you guys have to escape from this fight, I'm going to be disappointed. So I'm hoping that doesn't actually happen. All right, Lego, let's get it on. Go ahead and roll that those 2 6-sideds and add that to your skill to see what we're going to do against this nasty orc here. Yeah, and I'm sorry about slow chat, guys. It's just Twitch being Twitch. It's a pain in the ass for me to even get the stream running tonight, so... It's Friday night Twitch time. Is that Psy as in Snake Eyes? Mm, 9? 7? 8? 9? I don't recall off the top of my head. 6? 7. Oh my god, dude. That's so funny. Alright, so 19. So that means this guy's got to roll a 14 on 2 dice. I'll say that again, a 14. Yeah, he doesn't get it done. So, you crush him into dust. Now, you shouldn't say you crush him into dust, but you do 2 points of stamina. Now, before you guys hit him, I will tell you that you can test your luck in combat very similarly to the way you do it for sorcery. If you test your luck and you are lucky, you will actually do an extra 2 points of stamina damage to him. So, if you were to test your luck and you were lucky, you would kill this orc right now because you've already done 2 points of damage to him. And if you tested your luck and you were lucky, you would get rid of his other 2 points and he'd be dead. However, every time you do that, you're going to drop your luck by 1 point, as you know. And if it turns out that you're unlucky, you've only done 1 point of stamina to him. So, if you want to use luck, that's choice 1. If you want to not use luck, say 2. And I believe this is the 3rd room. Yeah, there was the sleeping goblin, then there was the empty room, and then there was these guys. Yeah, I think this is the 3rd room. Yeah. Okay, no luck. No luck, no luck. No luck. Okay, looks like people are going down towards the no luck. Going once. Going twice. Alright. So, just 2 points of stamina. Okay. So these guys are so incompetent that they only fight you one at a time. So, next round, Lego. Please roll again. You gave him a shot. How'd you give him a shot? A 5. Okay, a 17. Well, yeah. So he's got to. So he's got to roll a double 6s to tie you. Let's see if he can do it. Nope, he couldn't. He drops. Orc dies. The other one looks at you nervously. Kind of grunts at you in Orcish. All right, next round begins. Go ahead and roll that die, Lego. Yeah, I mean, that's the... Exactly. Exactly. So far, this has been like men against boys, I have to be honest. But it's not going to stay that way. These guys are just like weak-ass goblins and orcs. And one snake. Your dice are drunk. Three? What kind of nonsense is that? 15. All right. The second orc has a shot. He needs a 10 to tie and 11 to beat you. He rolls a 4. Didn't work out. All right. So, same question. Are you guys going to test luck to increase the damage done to him or no luck? So, luck is 1. No luck is 2. No, no. 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 Yeah, these are the answers of a supremely confident chat right now. You guys are feeling your oats. Okay, no luck it is. Okay, so he drops to 3 stamina. Okay, Lego, next round. Roll those dice for the next round, please. Unbelievable. When you play the lottery, make sure you play the lottery with 7. 7. Okay, so that means 19. So he just needs to roll a 14 on 2 dice. That does not happen. So again, very quickly, let's do this luck thing very quickly. All right. Well, actually, yeah. So are you guys sticking with the no luck this round, I assume? Again, 1 is luck, 2 is no luck. So Zafar says no, no, no. No. 2. 2. Okay. Alright. So, you do that damage. He looks in terrible shape. He's kind of staggering around, hiccuping every once in a while. Okay. The next round begins. Roll those dice, please, Lego. Yeah, I know, G. Sorry, man. Sorry. Like I told you, that this is going to be Satalbo's job eventually, but the guy needs his sleep. Funeral march. Hopefully for them. Is it, Rookie? Oh, the funeral. We ruined Orc Brother. I know. They're just hanging around. They're having a great time. They're like, I'm an orc. And all of a sudden you kick in the door. Oh my god, 11? 23. Okay, so he needs an 18 on 2 dice. He tried. He tried his best. He's like, but you dodge out of the way. Strike him a stunning blow in the back of his neck. He falls, clutching at his neck. He looks at the orc. My brother. I'll never see him again. In the distance, you hear a little orc child crying. No, I'm just kidding. I made all that up. None of that happens. But he does, in fact, die. All right. You wipe your bloodied sword on the mattress. The green blood leaves a slimy stain on the straw. Stepping over the bodies towards the table, you flinch at the foul stench of the creatures. You pick up the box from under the table and examine it. It is a small wooden box with crude hinges. The name Farago DiMaggio is inscribed on a brass nameplate on its lid. Do you wish to open the box or leave it behind and leave the room? Rookie. So do you guys want to open the box, this box that says Farago DiMaggio, or leave it behind? Okay, Lego says yes, open it. G says open it. Joe DiMaggio's dad. Where have you gone, Far DiMaggio? A lonely chat turns its eyes to you. Alright. Looks like everyone wants to open it that I can tell. Going once. Going twice. Alright. Let's see what happens when you open it up. The box contains a small leather-bound book entitled The Making and Casting of Dragonfire. You open the pages and begin to read. Fortunately, it is written in your own language and so was probably not understood by the orcs. Otherwise, this treasure would certainly not be as loosely guarded as it was. The book is written in tiny handwriting by Farago DiMaggio. In it, he tells the story of his life's work, the creation of the Dragonfire spell with which to fight evil dragons. You read how, in his last years, Farago finally perfected his spell, but by then was too old to make use of it. So he completed his book, locked it in a chest, and hid it in the depths of Firetop Mountain, afraid that it might fall into the wrong hands. The last page reads, And so, you who now hold this book, you have my life's work in your hands. The power of destruction is yours if you wish it, but do not waste it. Unless you use the spell for the purpose for which it was intended, you shall be consumed by evil itself and die by the fire from your own hands. Remember, only when the dragon breathes its fire at you should you raise your arms and say, Ekel Erif, Ekem Erif, Erif Erif DiMaggio. You say these words slowly and softly. Suddenly the pages seem to glow, and as this glow disappears, so do the words on the pages of the book. You repeat the spell to yourself to memorize it and leave the room. Okay, so it was... Ekel Erif, Ekem Erif, Erif Erif, DiMaggio, M-I-C-K-E-Y, M-O-U-S-E. No, I'm just kidding. Not that last part. But everything else is right.
User disconnected from your channel.
Alright, there it is. That's pretty valuable. So if you guys run into a dragon, you're in good shape. I mean, as good a shape as you can be in by running into a dragon. Alright. Alright, on you go. You eventually arrive at the end of a passage at a three-way junction. You may turn either to the west or to the east. So the passageway ends and then it goes off to the west or the east. West is 1, east is 2. Let's see. Oh, we have a lot of people going east this time. East, 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 east. And I got east. East. Zigzag is the explorer's way. Yeah, feel free, by the way, for people who are new to the chat, feel free when you vote. Obviously, don't berate other people for their vote, but feel free to vote and explain why you're talking about it that way. Like what G just said. If you keep going west, you'll run in circles. So it looks like everyone wants to go east, so that sounds like a plan. So you guys turn to the east. Alright, get ready, G. More map making. You arrive at another junction in the passage. You may either go northwards or continue to the east. So you got to the end of the passage, you turned east. Now you can go north again or continue east. So go north or keep going east. North is 1, keep going east is 2. East, east. 1 north, 2 east, east, north, east. Alright, we got 2 for north, 4 for east. Going once. Going twice. Alright, east it is. The passage to the east ends at a solid wooden door with metal hinges. Listening at the door, you hear strange mutterings and the clatter of what could be pots and pans. Whatever is in there, there are several of them. Do you want to go through the door or turn back? So go through the door is 1, turn back is 2. You're going to go through this door with the clattering pots and pans? So go through the door is 1, turn back is 2. There seem to be a lot of them. Metal door and pots and pans. Gordon Ramsay, that's funny. You kick open the door like Paul the Dean is in there. Rachel Ray is in there. She's like, what are you doing in here? What's his face? Emerald's in there. Helping with washing up. Yeah. Can I help with your plates? Alright, looks like you're going in. Going once. Going twice. Alright, G, looks like they're going to go in. You open the door into a large room, which can only be the dining room of the same warty-faced creatures you now recognize. Sitting around a large table are 5 orcs busily drinking and dribbling their bowls of rat gizzard soup. All are involved in a rowdy argument as to who will get to chew the rat bones left in the large soup cauldron, and they do not see you enter. You may be bold and prepare to attack them, or you may not relish the prospect of taking on 5 of these creatures and try to escape. You can leave the room by testing your luck. So, you can either attack them now while they're not looking at you, or you can leave. You can decide to test your luck and leave. So, 1 is attack, 2 is get the hell out. G says get the hell out. For glory. I'm going to assume that means fight. I didn't see any soup. Alright, so we've got 4 for test your luck, for going back, and 2 for fighting. Alright, going once. Going twice. Alright, there it is. So, you guys are going to try to turn back. So, Lego, 5 for turning back. Okay, so Lego, if you would please roll those dice. Again, you're testing your luck. You need an 8 or less to be lucky. Yeah, you have to test your luck or they're going to notice you, yeah. Damn soup. Alright, you are lucky. You sneak carefully out of the room. And you leave them to their soup. You move swiftly down the passage and arrive back at the junction. This time, you turn to the north. So at the last passageway where you could have chosen to go north, G, just so you know, now you're going north. Okay? Okay. You're like, oh, my bad. You see, okay, you head to the north. Somewhat up the passageway, you see a well-used door on the right hand, the eastern side of the passageway. With your ear to the keyhole, you listen and hear a man screaming for help from the inside. Will you open the door or walk on? So are you going to open the door? There's this man screaming for help. That's option 1. Or are you going to keep going to the north? That's 2. Open door, open door, open door. Is there a Mission Impossible option? If only, right? Your mission, should you choose to accept it. Sneak through the keyhole. Okay, going once. Going twice. Bust down the door triumphantly. Alright. Open the door it is. The door is locked. You may try to charge it down by rolling 2 dice. If the number rolled is equal to or less than your skill score, the door bursts open. Okay, well, that'll work out. So go ahead and roll those 2 dice, Lego, under the theory that you have to clear the dice roll, but obviously you guys will have no problem breaking that door down. Yeah, Lego. Ah, goddamn Christmas with the freaking... Ugh. Hold on a second. Sigh with this chat business. Alright, let's try that again. So I'm back, sorry. I was gonna just remove that little bit of information that Lego accidentally put up there, but anyway. Alright, Lego, so go ahead and roll that skill. Yep, open it is. So Lego just has to roll those. Lego, you just have to roll against your skill. You're automatically going to open it. But this is just to clear the die roll, you know. So just for the heck of it, go ahead and roll those dice while I find the right page. Is that a 7? Is that what you're going to tell me? Wow. Okay. So, actually, and just give me 1 second here. Bear with me. I just want to quickly look up and see whether I have any illustrations here. Bear with me. Hold on. I do. Alright, so this is what you see. Can you guys see that? Do you guys see that right now? I think you guys should be able to see it, yes? Yeah. As you, let's see, the locked door bursts open and a nauseating stench hits your nostrils. Inside the room, the floor is covered with bones, rotting vegetation, and slime. A wild-haired old man, clothed in rags, rushes at you, screaming. His beard is, I can't really without fouling it up, Meat, I'm sorry. His beard is long and gray, and he is waving an old wooden chair leg. Is he simply insane as he appears, or has this been some kind of trap? You may either shout at him to try to calm him down, or draw your sword and attack him. So, are you going to attack him? Are you going to shout at him to calm him down? That's 1, or attack him is 2. Calm down, calm down, calm down, attack. Compassionately insane. Shout, shout, let it all out. These are the crazy old men I can do without. Okay. Too many victims, yeah. Alright, going once. They probably chose one too. Going twice. Alright, you decide to shout at him to calm him down. You shout, "You are freed, old man," at the top of your voice. Instantly, his rantings cease. He stops dead in his tracks and sinks to the floor, weeping loudly. As he gradually composes himself, he thanks you many times. You talk with him in the hope of discovering some of the secrets of the mountain, and he begins to tell his story. Many years ago, he was an adventurer like you in search of the Warlock's treasure. He was captured by the orcs and thrown into his solitary cell as a sort of pet for the creatures. You ask whether he would like to accompany you into the mountain, but he simply wants to leave and see the world again. You ask him for advice, but he says he knows little. He advises you to pay your respects to the boatman. He tells you that you must pull the right-hand lever on the wall ahead to open the iron gate at the end of the passage. He has also learned that the keys to the boathouse are guarded by a man and his dog. You shake hands, leave the room, and go your separate ways. Add 1 luck. So you guys get a luck point. And it says, pay your respects to the boatman. Pay your respects to the boatman, and, let's see. Pull the right-hand lever on the wall ahead. And what's the other one? The boathouse keys are guarded by a man and his dog. All right. So, that worked out. Okay, and you guys go your separate ways after having released him. Okay. All right. Further up the passage, you see a door in the east wall. So this is another door. Again, you go farther to the north, and then you see a door in the east wall again as you go farther up. You listen hard, but can hear no sound. Do you want to open the door to investigate, or continue going up to the north? So again, door is 1, going up to the passageway, farther is 2. Door, 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 door. Door. I'm sensing a trend. Okay. Looks like the door it is. The door is firmly locked. You may try to force it open, or you may continue along the corridor. So, do you guys want to force it open? Force it open, by the way, is 1. Keep going up to the north is 2. Hey, Gilt, what's up, man? Force, force, force. Oh, wait. Sorry, that was 2 forces. Now it's more. Force, force, force. Good to see you, Gilt. Force, 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 force. Alrighty. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Force it is. Jedi the door open. Zip. You charge the door, hitting it squarely with your shoulder. Roll 2 dice. If the number rolled is equal to or less than your skill the door opens. Alright, Lego, so you know the way this works. Just roll those 2 6-sided dice, just to clear that dice roll. Obviously, you're going to open it with no problem. And while you're doing that, I'm going to look something up. Alright, now hold on a second. What is the door skill? Alright, so hang on here. See if I can find it. Can I find it? Can I find it? There's a lot of images here. Bear with me. Okay, hang on, hang on. Still looking. I don't think they're going to have it here, though, unfortunately. Do they? Nope, doesn't look like it. Alright. Oh well. It was worth a try. Okay. The door splits along its length, and you can wrench the timbers apart to let yourself in. A torch... That's funny, Zalfire. Can we shout at the door to calm it down? A torch hangs from one wall, lighting up a small armory room stocked with swords, shields, helmets, daggers, breastplates, and the like. You examine the weaponry and find nothing appearing superior to your own sword. However, a circular iron shield with a golden crescent at its center catches your eye. You pick it up and feel its weight on your arm. If you wish to take this shield, it will aid you in battles by helping to fend off wound damage inflicted by a creature on you. If, in future, during a battle in which you are using this shield, a creature wounds you, you may throw 1 die. If you throw a 6, the creature inflicts only 1 point of damage instead of the normal 2. If, for some reason, the creature would normally only inflict 1 point of damage, then a successful roll of 6 would mean that no damage is done at all. That's the good news. However, the bad news is that the shield is heavy, and you will have to leave behind 1 item of equipment to be able to carry it. Now, the items of equipment that you've got right now are this. You can't get rid of your backpack, because your backpack is carrying pretty much everything else. If you get rid of your lantern, you can't see. So the options that you really have are to get rid of your sword, your leather armor, your bronze key, or the potion of fortune. I will, however, give you guys the option, because the potion of fortune increases your initial luck. I will give you, if you wish, the opportunity to drink the potion and then take the shield. So you can either drop something else. You could drop the sword, you could drop the leather armor, you could drop the key, or you could drop the potion altogether, or you could drink the potion, increase your luck to 9, and then take the shield. And no, unfortunately, Zalfire, it's not likely you'll be able to come back for it. And that's correct, you would need a 6.
User joined your channel.
So first of all, so this is the way we'll do it. So starting right here, this vote is just if you want to take the shield or not. So take the shield is 1, leave the shield is 2. Okay, you can decide what you want to leave for it afterwards. But first, are you going to take it or are you going to leave it? And remember, if you take it, you're going to have to leave something behind. So take is 1, leave is 2. So I've got take, and I have 1 leave. All right, mate. All right, going once. Going twice. All right, so you guys are going to take it. All right, so if you're going to take the shield, now the question is, what are you going to leave behind? So here are your options. You can leave behind your sword. That's option 1. You can leave behind your armor. That's option 2. You can leave behind your key. That's option 3. Or you can drink the potion of fortune. Option 4. So that's what you're going to do. Leave the sword, leave the armor. Leave sword is 1, armor is 2, key is 3, and the potion of fortune, drinking it, is 4. Okay. Drink, 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 drink. Drink, 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 drink. Going once. Going twice. Alright. So your potion of fortune, you drink it. Your initial luck goes up by 1. So you're now at 9 initial luck. Alright. 1 vote for the key, but sadly, lowercase, you gotta vote on this one, I'm afraid. So, you now have a sword and a shield. So, shield, roll 6, 1 less damage. Alright. Okay. Keys, guys, keys. What kind of adventure drops keys? Who does that? Who throws a shoe, really? Alright. You now leave the room and continue up the corridor. Okay, you continue up to the north. In fact, they said that there would be 3 keys, possibly, that would be opened, yeah. I believe is what they said. Okay, on the east wall of the passage, so you're out of the room and you're heading back to the north. On the east wall of the passage, you see another door, this time made of solid metal. Listening at the door, you hear the sound of tortured screams coming from within. Do you wish to try opening the door? That's option 1. Or do you decide to ignore the room and keep heading up to the north? So, tortured screams. Are you going to open the door and go in? Or are you going to keep heading up the corridor to the north? Open, open. Oh, okay. I was going to say lower. I was really confused. I was like, why would you drop keys? So you thought that we were taking the keys. Okay, yeah. No, no, no. It was deciding about leaving them. That makes sense. Prisoners listening to... Oh, it's so terrible. Okay, so everyone wants to open the door. All right. Well, it's worked out for you guys so far. The door is not locked and opens. The room in front of you seems to be a small torture chamber with various torture devices around the walls. In the center of the room, 2 small, hunchbacked creatures are having their fiendish way with a dwarf who is tied to a hook in the ceiling by his wrists. The 2 hunchbacks are poking and cutting him viciously with their swords. The dwarf lets out a final scream and falls silent, eyes closed. His captors make disappointed noises and look round angrily at you as if it were your fault that the dwarf has collapsed. You must act quickly. Will you? 1. Close the door quickly and continue up the corridor. 2. Draw your sword and try to fight the creatures. Or 3. Stride over to the dwarf, give him a jab with your sword, and put on an evil laugh for the torturers. So, close the door and continue up the corridor. Draw your sword and try to fight the creatures. Or stride over to the dwarf, who's obviously now dead, give him a jab with your sword, and put on an evil laugh for the torturers. Alright, I have a draw sword, I have a... Okay. Rookie, was that door vote for going out, or was that not on this one yet? Alright, I got 3 votes for drawing sword. I have 1 vote for stabbing him. That evil, evil thing to do. And I'll wait for a minute because of the disaster of Twitch. It is not that he's not obviously dead. He looks dead. You don't know for sure if he's dead. Hey, Xanos, what's up, man? So far. Alright, so it looks like people are going to draw their sword. Going once. Going twice. Alright. These 2 evil creatures are goblins, and they attack you one... Hey, Rick.